On Saturday, hundreds of residents made their way to the Artists for Humanity Center in South Boston, where the B-side brought out the best of Boston with dozens of vendors, local bites, and performers representing our city's freshest talent.
It's really nice to walk around and see everyone supporting one another, and you see a lot of different types of artists. Like, there's a lot of musicians, you see all the paintings and people's visual art, but also there's so many like jewelry makers and people who are passionate about style and fashion and self-expression in that way too. Yeah, I just think it's really important, and I haven't seen a venue like this also where people are sharing their like food and promoting themselves in that way, and yeah, it's a cool spot.
It gives people something to do, not only just like going to a concert to listen to music, but you also have like the thrift vendors and like all of the food and everything that's going on, and it's just this whole environment that's not limited to just like going and watching a concert. It's a lot more involved, and you really feel like you're part of something.
The event is the first of its kind, with Boston B-Side Newsletter taking the reins of the event world by infusing community-centered spirit with curated and niche flavors of Boston.
It's just amazing to see so many of our readers come out of the inbox and come in real life. This is all we could have hoped for. And again, when you're creating a community online, it's a little nerve-wracking bringing them in person, because you're like, what's everyone going to be like? Are we all going to get along? Like, what's the vibe going to be? And we're, an hour in, and it's just been super high energy. Everyone's enjoying themselves. I like to think they're all having the best day ever. There are over 15 bites from some of Boston's hottest restaurants. We have a fabulous vintage market with select markets and tons of different vendors. There's even fun little tarot card readings. We have 5 wonderful local artists that'll be performing throughout the day. So you really get a taste of everything, whether you're a fashionista, a foodie, or a music head.
Attendees say that our city notably lacks a space for human connection outside of the spheres of work or home, and Best Day Ever was the perfect chance for community building.
I think there's been a loss of the third place. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but there's work, there's home, and then there's where you're supposed to be social. And especially in Boston, when every time you leave your house it costs $150, it's really nice to have something like this where you can engage with the community, you can get really good food that you'll go to at a different time, you can get good drinks, and I love the vintage fair. Honestly, any bazaar, vintage, or thrift is awesome, but I think this is a nice way to engage with the community without actually spending your entire paycheck trying to make friends or connections.
I'm a chronically ill person, and so I feel like I'm a voice that is often not heard, and that's not how it should be. That's not how it has to be. And so I love events like this where it brings people together who may not have networked in real life, but we are able to exist in these liminal spaces that provide connection and support.
One wooden canvas, hundreds of symbols representing the people that make up our community. No matter where you're from, the mark of every Bostonian at this event blended together to create a stunning emblem of our city's unity.
I feel like it'll show a lot of community, because obviously we're all from Boston, we all live in the city, so by having everybody's name here and it shows the cityscape, it shows how we're a community and our bond. Events like this, it brings people with similar interests together. Like, for me, I know I like to crochet, I'm an artist. Being here, I can find other artists like me to talk to and communicate with.
Boston's Best Day Ever event unites local vendors, foodies, and music lovers all in one vibrant space to celebrate what it really means to be a Bostonian. For BNN News in South Boston, I'm Ella Correo.